Hey everyone, Dr. B here. Thanks for tuning in. Wanted to talk to you guys today about utilizing sober monitoring devices and accountability as part of the recovery process from drug and alcohol addiction. What we find is that people who utilize these tools end up having a much higher success rate than people who don't. And it's something that's really simple to use. There's a great tool out there called SoberLink, which you can hook up to your phone, and it's a Bluetooth activated device where they will call you and check in with you sometimes once a day, multiple times a day, or multiple times a week, depending on your need. And now I've heard that they actually also have one for drugs where you can do a mouth or cheek swab, and basically there's a device that again plugs into your phone that you can put on your phone and analyzes it and sends it to a remote lab that analyzes it, and they can test and see where you're testing positive or negative. Why is this important? Because what we find is that people who are held accountable tend to do much better in moments of weakness, or when they're triggered or stressed out, and the thought about relapsing comes to mind. If the possibility of being randomly tested, being called and told that they need to breathalyze or test, in the next 20 minutes is hanging over them, that they're much more likely to pause and use their tools or skills that they've learned in treatment to manage that trigger and resolve it in a more healthy way. I know the idea or thought of being monitored by someone, can be, kind of not that fun. But at the same time, if you're serious about wanting sobriety and long-term health and recovery, then you absolutely should consider utilizing this tool as a part of the process. Just so you know, a lot of the professional programs for lawyers, pilots, police organizations require their licensed professionals to do this for 1 or 2 years so that they don't lose their license. And again, we see much higher rates of success for people who are being held accountable and prove that they are remaining sober. So I really encourage you to explore the tools, monitoring devices like SoberLink and others that are out there. Or it's really just a matter of including as part of your aftercare plan some form of monitoring, which is going to get tested, whether it's 2 or 3 times a week for your family, for loved ones, for your work, to prove to them as well as yourself that you're maintaining sobriety. And the last factor is that it also helps taking the policing function out of family and loved ones or work employers out of the equation, right? So let's say as long as you have a third-party independent person that's testing you and holding you accountable, your family, loved ones, your employer don't have to worry about doing it, and they don't have to worry about wondering whether you're maintaining sobriety or whether you're still using and trying to pull one over their heads. So really consider exploring third-party sober monitoring devices as part of your aftercare plan. All right, as always, please email me or direct message me with any questions or concepts, ideas that you want information or videos about, and I'll be happy to make them. Thanks for tuning in. Take care of yourself and others. Peace and love.